Good afternoon, friends. This is from Anup Kelkar's Python Academy. So today we are going to solve problem statement from Leetcode from SQL. So problem statement number is 1204 1204, and the top problem statement topic is last person to fit in the bus. Okay. So first schema is given to you and the name of table is Q. We have four columns: person ID, integer type, person name varchar, weight integer, turn integer. Person id is a column which contain unique values because each person has their unique values. So this table has the information about the people, those who are waiting for the bus, either in bus stand or bus stop or somewhere else. The person id and turn column will contain all number from 1 to n is a number of passengers, where n is a number of n is a number of row in a table. Turn, which determines the order of which people will board into the bus. Turn is that turn is the field which identifies the person waiting number or when that person will get turned to enter into the bus. That denote the first person to board, and turn is equal to and that denote the last person to board in the bus. Okay. So there is a queue of the people, as we all know, while entering into the bus. All people are stand in a queue. So this is a queue of all people, those who are waiting for the to board into the bus. However, the bus has the weight. Of course, bus has the weight. They had some specific limit up to which up above the weight he can't afford the people to board into the bus. So the bus has the weight limit of 1000 kilogram. So there may be a some person who cannot board. Of course, after the 1000 kg of the weight of the passenger, no single person is allowed to board into the bus. They cannot board. Okay. So we have to write a solution. Sorry, from the person name we have to identify the person name of the last person, those can fit into the bus without exceeding the weight limit, that is 1000. That means we have to identify the name of that person, those who had entered at the last into the bus, though, while adding their weight to the total weight, and the total weight will become 1000. So we have to identify the name of that person. So these test case are generated such that the first person does not exceed the weight 1000. Of course, in a single person has not weight 1000. Okay. So note that only one person can board into the bus at a time while given the turn. Of course, one person can board into at a time. So the result is in the following example. So the data is given to you in a queue table. Person id is 5, their name is person Alice is identified as a person id 5, their weight is 250. They are standing in front of the row. Bob, whose ID is 4, their weight is 175, their turn is 5. Alex, who's identified as a 3 person ID and their weight is 350, those who stand in a queue as a second turn. John Cena has weight 400, they are identified as 6, whose turn is 3 in the queue. With Winston is identified as in person ID 1, whose weight is 500 and they are standing in a queue at a sixth turn. Then Mari, whose person ID is 2, they can be identified as 2, whose weight is 200 and who stand in a queue at the fourth turn. Okay. So if you see, while entering and while calculating, while summing all the weight 250 plus 175 will be while sorting the turn, of course we will board person turn wise. So for that we have to first sort the turn column. and according to that it will be first turn will be given to Alice because their turn is 1, so 250 is added. Second person is Alex whose turn is 2, their weight is added. 250 plus 350, maybe 600. Next turn will come whose turn is 3. John Cena's turn is 3, their weight is 400. So 400 plus 350 plus 250, it may become 1000, and it is a nearly equal to limit. So John Cena is the last person those who are boarding into the bus. So we have to identify it as we have to write a query which identifies the last person those who while summing their weight to the total weight become the 1000. So we will get output as in John Cena. Okay. So likewise we have to write a query. Okay, so we will write, so basically we will write this query with the help of temporary table because it will be very easy to write the query. So usually we call temporary table as in CT, that is a common table expression. So whenever we write CT, always it is begin with the with keyword with CTE, as we will give the alias to this city as a city. Then we will write the actual query. Select. Okay, then we will write person name. We will copy here. Person name, weight, turn. Okay, then we have to sum up their weight also, so for that we will use the aggregate function here, and for that we will apply window function like over keyword, which will sum all the weight but by using the turn column. So we have to first sort the turn column, so for that we will use order by clause, order by turn. By default it will sort in ascending order, and we will give the alias to this while writing as keyword as total weight from table name. So what is the table name here? Table name is Q. So we had written our logic in CT. Now we will use this temporary table as in query to fetch the result. So for that again we have to write the query like select. We want person name. Okay, so for that we will write person name from where we get the person name. So we get the person name from temporary table, and the temporary table name is CTE. Always write keyword in uppercase, where total weight should be total weight should be less than 1000, and we have to sort the record in descending order. So for that we will write order by, we will sort the record in column wise, sort the record in descending order. So for that we will write descending keyword, and we want only top column name. So for that we will use limit keyword, and we want only first name. So for that we had set the limit as in 1. Okay, so likewise we had written this query. Now let's run this query. We will see whether we will get expected output or not. Hmm, I had forget to log in this uh, Leetcode. So let's first log in. Okay, so we will run this query. We will see whether we will get expected output or not. We want the last person while adding their weight, our total weight will become 1000. So from here we will get John Cena as per problem statement. Let's see what we will get here. We are getting Alex. We are getting Alex here. Okay, somewhere problem is there. Somewhere problem is there. I have tried to submit it. Let's see. Let's see what submissions we will see. It is as equal as that. Let's try to copy this one. Let's try to run this query. Let's see whether we will get corrected output or not. Again we are getting wrong answer. We didn't getting Alex here. Okay, we want John Cena's. We have to sort turn column. Still we are getting this error. Somewhere problem is there. We are using here cumulative approach. Okay, cumulative sum. How it is they are showing it? 250. Okay, let's see while diluting limit keyword. Let's see what we will get. We are getting Alex and Alice. We will try to set here this much only. Now let's see what we will get in. Hmm, limit 1. Still we are getting wrong answer. We will write here limit 3. Let's see. In offset 2 we will write offset 2. What we are getting while setting the limit 3. Okay, here we have to set less than equal to. So now I have to write here 1 because we had said the weight is less than 1000. Okay, so therefore they are showing 2%. We want the total weight should be equal to 1000. Okay, therefore this is a problem. Okay, so now it will be accepting while setting totally it will give the 3 rows. Okay, and we have to sort the rows in descending order, but we want only last person, those who has entered while their sum while they are adding their weight to the total sum, total weight will become 1000. So for that we had said we had used here limit clause, which limit followed by the number, so which will shows the out of record how many rows of column you want. So we want name of that person from the first row. Therefore we had set the limit 1. Okay, we had set the limit to this record, so therefore we will get John Cena. Okay, so likewise this is the correct output. The little bit complex is there, as it is not hard, it is little bit complex. So I suggest you first, before go through this problem statement, first read or understand what is common table expression, what is Windows function. Then and then you can move with this problem statement, it is helpful for you. Then and then you will get the little you didn't get any difficulty. Otherwise, without gaining the knowledge of common table expression and Windows function, so somewhere it will be very difficult to understand this query and problem statement. So this is of today. If you have any difficulty or query regarding this problem statement, please do comment us and subscribe our channel. Thank you.